Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Neurogene, and let's just say their future looks a bit like a choose-your-own-adventure book with a lot of question marks. Buckle up because this one's going to be interesting. If you enjoy corporate documents, make sure you are subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below, where you can engage directly with other investors and analysts. This report is an 8K filing which companies use to announce major events. In this case, Neurogene, a company focused on genetic medicines, has updated its corporate presentation. So we're going to take a look at what they're telling investors about their plans and progress. First off, this report is dated June 9, 2025. This tells us that the information is fairly recent, giving us a current snapshot of the company. Neurogene is a company that focuses on developing gene therapies, which are treatments that modify a person's genes to treat or cure diseases. They're incorporated in Delaware. Neurogene's common stock is listed on the Nasdaq Global Market under the trading symbol NGNE, so people can buy and sell shares of the company on the stock market. The main point of this filing is that Neurogene updated its corporate presentation on their website. These presentations are how companies communicate directly with investors, laying out their strategy, progress, and future goals. The filing includes the updated corporate presentation as an exhibit. This presentation is what we're really interested in, as it will give us insights into what Neurogene wants investors to focus on. Alright, so that's the overview of the filing. It's essentially a notice that Neurogene has updated its investor presentation. Now, let's get into what this might mean for the company and its investors. I am not able to extract numbers or details. I can talk about the implications of such an update in general. Now, remember, investor presentations are carefully crafted to highlight the positive and downplay the negative. It's a marketing document as much as it is an informational one. So we need to read between the lines. Typically, a company updates its corporate presentation when there are significant changes or developments. This could include new clinical trial results, a change in strategy, new product launches, regulatory updates, or major partnerships. If the presentation highlights positive clinical trial data, that could be a big win for Neurogene. Good results often lead to increased investor confidence and potentially a higher stock price. But if the data is mixed or shows limitations, that could have the opposite effect. A change in strategy could mean the company is shifting its focus to new therapeutic areas or technologies. This could be exciting if the new direction seems promising, but it could also raise concerns if it suggests the company's original plans weren't working out. New product launches or regulatory approvals are usually positive events, as they indicate the company is moving closer to generating revenue. Major partnerships can also be a good sign, as they bring in additional resources and expertise. Looking at this type of report, it's important to understand Neurogene's competitive landscape. Who are their main competitors in the gene therapy space? What are the strengths and weaknesses of Neurogene's technology compared to theirs? Also, it's worth looking at the company's financials. How much cash do they have on hand? What's their burn rate? Do they need to raise more capital soon? These factors can influence the company's ability to execute its plans. Neurogene is in a high-risk, high-reward industry. Gene therapy is still a relatively new field, and there are many scientific and regulatory hurdles to overcome. But if Neurogene can successfully develop and commercialize its therapies, the potential upside is enormous. Generally, a corporate presentation includes detailed overview of the company, its technologies, and its pipeline programs. These programs are the different drugs and therapies they're developing. It usually highlights milestones achieved, like moving a drug into clinical trials or receiving a special designation from regulators. The presentations also often include a section on the market opportunity, explaining how big the market is for their therapies and why they believe they can capture a significant share of it. Now let's talk about what this means for investors. If you already invested in Neurogene, this updated presentation is a must-read. It will give you a better understanding of the company's current outlook and future plans. If you're considering investing, this presentation is a good starting point, but you should also do your own research and consider your own risk tolerance. Without seeing the details of the presentation, it's hard to give a definitive assessment of Neurogene's direction. However, based on the information in this filing, it's clear that the company is actively communicating with investors and providing updates on its progress. Like I said before, the report is pretty generic without seeing the presentation. Overall, investing in Neurogene, like any biotech company, carries a lot of risk. Alright, that's our quick look at Neurogene's latest filing. What do you think about Neurogene and their plans? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was helpful, more deep dives into the world of corporate filings, don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.